Hey guys, I want to welcome you back to the Sensu Pop channel. Today we'll be taking a look at what must be, I think, the most talked about deck in BT14 Cross Spirits. It is gonna be the new GT Goku. The reason why this deck is being talked about is because this is what people are calling the next Vegeks, because it is very powerful. It plays a lot of free things from the drop, and Vegeks being so dominant in the meta, we are not too sure that do we want another Vegeks. But is this deck going to be powerful? It is quite powerful. There is a mechanics in the deck, which is to review the top card of your deck. You put it into your drop area, and because if it's being put into your drop area that way, you can play it. There's several battle cards that can do that, and there are several cards that could help you to do that, as well as the leader. So with this leader itself, it is very simple, and it plays off the mechanics on its front side. First up, when you attacks, you get to draw a card, and if you play a battle card with that mechanics, which we just mentioned, you get to flip this card over. So you take life until you're 5, and then you draw a card and untap one of your energy. But if you want to, if you have 5 or less life, you can also flip it over. You draw 2 cards that way. On his awakened side, he is really powerful though, because he swings at 20k, and also instead of drawing 1 card, you draw 2 and pick a card from your hand and put it back onto the top of your deck. And think about this, your leader, it's going to play a lot of your mechanics. It's you play the top card from your deck, right? So you are able to set up your cards that way. And also he has to activate main. If you don't have your Unison card in your hand, you can activate main without any energy. Just take the card back into your hand. You have to discard 1 card, but you know this is just like that. But it's once per game ability, but it makes sure that you have the card in your hand. And also activate main once per turn. If you do a spirit boost, you get to review the top card of your deck, and then you place it into your drop area. Remember, why do you want to do that? Because a lot of cards plays off the effect like that. So if they are reviewed from the top card of the deck, and then you place it in your drop area, if that interaction is the battle card, you get to play it. So let us explore the Unison card. The Unison card here, it's mostly for consistency, a lot of consistency, by the way, and also for your spirit boost skill. It is a 1 cost 4k Unison, so pretty fragile, and has a +2 to go up 3 energy, just like that. Any 5k could have taken 1 marker off, but in this deck there are a lot of blocker. So once per turn, when you remove a marker with a spirit boost skills, you get to choose one of your opponent's battle card and switch it to rest mode. It plays off the yellow archetype, and it's +2. Basically look up to the top 3 cards of your deck and rearrange them in any orders do you want, and -2, you get to draw 3 cards and choose 2 cards in your hand and place them on top of your deck in any order. A really powerful -2 skill, and just to make sure that anytime you do this flip, you are able to play those cards that you want onto your battlefield. So one of the things that we want to explore is taking a look at those battle cards that you flip from the top of your deck and put it into your drop area. How do you make that effect though? Because so far that we see right now, it is only the leader. So we're going to explore some of these battle cards or extra cards that could do that. The first one, which I believe it's one of the most important card in the deck, it is going to be SS4 Son Goku, Trunkster Brawler. The first part about him is that when you play him, you can play him, and if you play him, it is a searcher. Make sure you have a Unison card and also a yellow Saiyan with energy 4 or less, and put it into your hand. If not, if you discard this card, you review the top card of the deck and place it into your drop area. So once you set up that card, the top card of the deck, you flip, you discard this card, you flip it, and you play that card. So this is one of the ways. The second card is a extra card, a trip to help poor Goku over here. There are 2 activate main here. I'm gonna touch on the second one first, because for 0 energy, you discard this card, and then you get to review the top card of your deck and place it into your drop area. It works exactly like Son Goku. The difference is Son Goku, it's only when your leader, it's 10k power. So when your leader, it's unawakened. The second activate main costs 1 energy. When you tap that, what's gonna happen here is that you draw 2 cards, take 1 card from your hand, put it on top of the deck, flip that card over, and then you're gonna play it. I'm pretty sure someone with a brain, it's able to play some cards from there. So this is a very powerful card that way. The third card, it's a negate. When you negate the attack, you get to play the card. When you play this card, you get to look up, review the top card of your deck and place it in a drop area, and then you can do that. The fourth card that could review the top card of your deck and place it into your drop area, it is going to be Trunkster Brawler, but this card has much more utility than the rest of the cards that we mentioned here, because he himself can be played from the ability. So if you imagine, if you use Trip from Hell, you play Trunkster Brawler, you put Trunkster Brawler at the top, you review it, and then you play him the second auto procs, which is when this card is played, you get to draw a card and choose one card in your hand and place it on top of your deck. So you already set up two cards on top of the deck. First, from the Trip of Hell, you set up Trunkster Brawler, and then when you flip over the card, you play Trunkster Brawler. When you play Trunkster Brawler, you draw a card, then you put another card on top of the deck, and then activate main once per turn. Then you can use Spirit Boost, and when you Spirit Boost this, you review the top card of your deck and then you place it into drop area, so you can play another card with that effect. So Trunkster Brawler, a little bit more tricky, needs one Spirit Boost energy, but then if you play it correctly, it has a lot of utility just right off the bat. So right now, let us take a look at some of the battle cards that can be played with that effect. The first one is Son Goku, the Brawler. This is very simple. It is a blocker. When your leader is yellow, when this card is reviewed from the top of the deck, you place it in your drop area, you may play this card from your drop area. So the first one is simple, it is a blocker. The second one, which is also really straightforward, it is Pan the Brawler. So what does she do? It is also a blocker, but however, she has a extra skill, which is when you play her with this with the skills, your leader card gains critical for the turn. Now we have Self-Restraint as a Son Goku, so instead of being a low powered blocker, this is a higher powered blocker with 19k, and when this card is played, you get to draw a card, then you choose one card and place it on top of the deck, then choose one of your opponent's battle card and switch it to rest mode. This is a 19k blocker, that means you can actually use it for a swing, or if not, you can use it to defend yourself. It is going to stick for quite some time, but this is not played for free, it's played for 1 energy, but 1 energy 19k blocker, pretty good, and draws you a card and pops one of your opponent's battle card in rest mode. I think it's pretty good. Okay, now we're gonna talk about a very interesting card, Piccolo the Gate Opener, because this is not a card that you can play with all these mechanics, but this card, it's very interesting for all yellow card. And the reason why I put this is because it's a very defensive card. Take a look at this effect, right? We have nothing like that in the game. When you take a damage from your opponent's non-keyword skill, that means if you just take a damage, you may play this card from your hand. If you do, add one card from the top of the deck to your life. You cannot activate the auto skill of the copy of this card for the game. That means it's a once per game effect that gives you a 19k battle card on the board that tanks 1 damage for you. Good? I like it. So let's talk about the final card, which is your game ender over here. Son Goku, Return of the Dragon Fist. 25k, double striker, and deflect. When this card is played, you choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle card in rest mode and KO them and activate main. You play it for 3 energy, don't play it for 8. If you have 4 more energy and a yellow Unison card in play, you get to play this card from your hands just for 3 energy. And activate main with Spirit Boost 2, not 1, 2. This card gains dual attack for the turn. It is very devastating already, right? We are talking about a 3 energy 25k double striker on a deck that wants to go fast and go heavy. So this card, it's already very difficult to deal with deflag. However, it has additional skill though, which is your opponent cannot activate skills on their battle card with energy cost 7 or less from any area when this card is in battle. That means when you swing with this card itself, your opponent cannot activate a battle card negate from their hand. That basically means there are really a lot of cards. Doesn't hit Hachiak because Hachiak, it's really big, like a 10k body, like a 10 cost body on your hand. But then a lot of other negates like Topo or anything, they would just be hit because they cannot be activated. So only an extra card negate can do this stuff. And also at the same time, it is battle card. I think, yeah, even super combos, you can't use them. This is the end of the video. It's just like that. This deck, it's really straightforward, which is use a lot. There are abilities for you to review the top card of the deck, put it into drop area, and then there are battle cards that you can play for very little energy up there. There are a lot of blockers. Some blockers give your leader crit, but then with 19k, 20k double striker, and then the ability to tank a lot of damage with your leader swing at 20k, this deck seems to look to end the game really fast, which is not a yellow trope, but we have seen this before with like Goku lineage. If you like this video, I appreciate it if you give that like button a click. And also, if you'd like to support this channel, give this video a subscribe. I would love you very much. And also, this channel has been sponsored by Mania Packs, linked down below. And also, if you're looking to buy any booster packs from not just from this TCG, but from other TCG, the discount code is down below. Use that and you get 5% off all the purchases that you make. Stay safe, stay healthy, enjoy playing the Dragon Ball Super card game. I hope you're okay. And if there's any other decks that you want me to cover, like mechanics breakdown, put it down in the comment section below. I will take a look. If not, guys, see you guys in the next video. Ciao.